like, hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. This, that's that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a how I take notes for nursing school video. So I'm just gonna do how I take the notes first, and then in the end, after I'm done with the notes, I'll insert a clip about the program that I'm in and why I'm a freshman and also in nursing school. So yeah, if you want to see how I take notes for nursing school, keep watching. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to do before I even start getting into my actual notes, I just need to show you guys my color palette and how I kind of decided, because that's like one of the important parts of how I do my notes. So the first color is pink, and that's for the heading. The second color, oh, not me drawing pink again. The second color is purple, and that's how I do important information. And the last color is blue. And blue is the color that I use for the Quizlets. So for all of my little vocabulary words, I do have a Quizlet set, and I don't create it. It's already on there. I just find the one that matches up, because for any class you're going to have, there's 9 times out of 10 going to be a Quizlet set, and I'll just write the set down so I can know what set goes with what part of my notes. So now that we discussed that, let's get right into my notes. Okay, so now that I've shown y'all how I like to color code my notes, now I'm going to show you a step-by-step of what I do. So the first thing I do is obviously I write my title, and the title for this one is Chapter 1, The Basics in the Body. So the next thing that I would do is I would come to my textbook, and I would read this little objections overview, and then I would get into the reading. So all this is irrelevant. But this is where it starts getting the actual information. So right here, it says how the structure of a word. And by the way, this class is medical terminology, as you see at the top. So I would take this information and start trying to, put it into my notes. So the first little thing I'm going to do is type, as I said, I put my headings, the structure of medical terms. And I know my handwriting is ugly. I've been new. It's just something I have to deal with at this point. It's very ugly. I don't know what to do about it, so it is what it is. So the next thing that I'm going to do is go in, and I screenshotted, as I do at the beginning, as I read the chapter, I screenshot through all of my little information. So you can also crop it to be the part that you want in there. So this is the only part that I need. So I'm going to take this part, and I'm going to put it inside the text. So it just kind of gives me an example of how to kind of break down the words. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, and I'm going to write down my definition. So this one is what I would kind of count as important information. So I'm going to start with prefix. No, I'm going to start with root word, because the root word, I feel at least, is the part that's the most important to understand, but it's also the easiest to understand. So the root word is in the middle, and the root word indicates a body part. So for example, the brain, the heart, the lungs, the whatever. So from there, I'm not going to be writing out all my little writing out all my vocabulary words, because it just takes too long. So what I usually do is I screenshot it and I put it in there, and then I also find a Quizlet. So Quizlet is in my video that I had a video called My Tips for Online School. If you watch that video, you know that Quizlet is one of the apps that I swear by. I think it is so important, and it makes everything so much easier. So what I'm going to write, y'all, the fact that I can't spell middle is so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. We're not even going to talk about it. We're going to pretend it didn't happen. It's correct now. So what I'm going to write in the blue, so I'm going to go through and change this to blue. I like that blue. And I'm going to go back over here. Or actually, let me open my Quizlet. Y'all are about to just be seeing some of my apps. It's fine. So I have like a whole little portion. So as you can see, I have a Quizlet specifically for the root words. And in the textbook, they call it combining forms. So it's Intro to Medical Terminology, Chapter 1, Combining Forms. And I never make my Quizlets because there's already 9 times out of 10 going to be one made. So Intro to MT Chapter 1. And then, what was that last little piece? Combining forms. So this is just so that it makes it easier to know what Quizlets are associated with which notes. So now that you see I have this, and I'm going to go ahead, since I have excess room, and make my vocabulary bigger, as I should. And as you'll see, I did that just like this. And that's kind of how I do my notes. So I'm going to come back to y'all once I've done this whole little, like, this first little kind of concept, which is the structure of medical terms. I'll show y'all that, and then I'll move on to my next little topic in the book. Okay, guys, so I've actually done a lot more because after, like, I got done with that clip. This is a whole nother day, by the way. But, so basically, this is my little note. So I've obviously finished that section. And then now I finished this whole little first part. So this is the structure of medical terms. So then I moved on to anatomical positions and planes. So this is usually how I structure topics that have a lot of diagrams. Obviously, this has like 5 diagrams, and that's how I decided to structure it. So then I moved on to my next little thing, and this is like terms of position. This was really easy. It literally took me 5 minutes. Then I have all my definitions to the sides. So another thing I wanted to say about the diagrams or whatever, one thing I think is really important is that even though it has like a topic at the bottom, as like it has the name of what it is at the bottom, I still do like to kind of label it. So I usually go in with the pink, and I'll just label it to what definition. Ooh. You know what? Let me do it straight so it can be a straight line to what definition it goes to, because I kind of hate when it's not like that. And as you'll see, I didn't do it for the other, for this page, only because it's literally right beside it, like you can see. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do like a time lapse of my little next little area. And then that's like, I feel a pretty good explanation of what I do. So once I do that, I'll just go back through and show you my notes once they're finished. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and just tell you a little bit about the program that I am in. So the program that I'm in, it is a early college nursing academy. So with that being said, I will be taking a mixture of dual credit high school courses and then just regular college courses through a college nearby my school, or where I go to school at. So basically how the program goes is it's going to combine a 2-year associate's RN program with my high school program, whatever. And by the time I graduate, I will have my high school diploma, I will have my associate's degree in nursing, I will have all my requirements done to be able to sit for the NCLEX exam, so that I will be an RN with an associate's degree. And then I will also be able to bridge out to a nearby college that's nearby my school, and I'll only have 1 year left to get my bachelor's degree in nursing, so that I can be a RN with a bachelor's degree. So yeah, that's kind of how the program is. It's completely free, because I know some people usually ask me that whenever I tell them about it. It's basically, how you get in is that you basically apply, and then you have to like write these discussion questions. It's actually not a hard application process, but that's what you do, and then you get accepted. It's completely paid for by a grant that the school gets. So yeah, this is a really good program. I do plan on advancing after I'm done. So after I get that little 1 year to get my bachelor's degree after high school, I do plan on going further within the healthcare field. and I'll maybe talk about that more in like another video. But that's basically the consensus of my program. If y'all want to hear more about it, or if y'all have specific questions, you can comment them down below, and I will do a Q&A if you have any. But I think I explained it pretty good. Yeah, that is the end of today's video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notification bells to be notified every time I post a brand new video. Bye!